In this video, I will become immortal in survival Minecraft, and I will be doing all of it without totems. Now you might be asking, Faded, how do you expect to do this? Totems are literally the most broken item in the game, and every hardcore YouTuber uses it. Well, in this video I will show you, and it all starts with gold. Collecting gold was quite easy since I have a gold farm and had some spare gold. After collecting the gold, I flew back to my base to look at the rest of my supplies. Now the first thing I wanted were golden apples, since they give you regeneration, regenerating your hearts, absorption, giving you 2 extra golden hearts, and saturation, letting you sprint and heal. On arrival to my base, I checked up on my golden apple resources, realizing I had tons of apples, and started crafting the max amount of golden apples I was able to. And after crafting everything I was able to, I had a reasonable amount of 11 stacks. And when finding tons of spare gold in my base, I crafted even more apples. I then stocked up on a shulker of Turtle Master, since they are extremely OP to not die, since they give you a resistance 4, negating basically all damage. The next step in my mission to become immortal was bastion looting, for 3 main things, being netherite ingots, netherite upgrade templates and gold, which all 3 are most commonly found in bastions, the best one being the treasure bastion. I then went to the nether and started searching for bastions, being quite successful. Now after about an hour of bastion looting, I was getting pretty tired, since it was late in the day, so I decided this to be my last bastion for the day.
Artlist.io.
Now I had just lost all my loot, including a full gear set, tools, 2 netherite ingots and an elytra. This was extremely bad, but I could still recover it. Now this was annoying and a major setback, but it only further proved that I had to become immortal. And I will never give up, it's not in my nature. So I got myself an elytra, rockets, food and a full gear set of armor and tools to recover my lost stuff. I then rushed back, but was I already too late? Was my stuff already despawned? I could only find out by arriving at the bastion. I had arrived, but was I too late? Had my stuff already despawned? There was only one way to find out. Now I don't know if you caught that, but those were 3 brutes. Brutes deal insane damage, and I was about to lose 2 gear sets if I didn't act fast, so I had to be intelligent. I had survived, which enabled me to farm netherite. Now I forgot to record this, but I grinded myself a full set, making me 1 step closer to being immortal. And to secure my newly crafted netherite armor from breaking, I farmed about a shulker of XP bottles. Now for my next task, I wanted to grind 1 stack of enchanted golden apples, since they give you absorption 4, giving you 8 extra hearts, resistance, regen, and fire resistance. This is just generally OP and makes it way easier to play. For this, I wanted to loot trial chambers, since they are the most reliable way to grind enchanted golden apples. Now for this I needed 2 main things, focusing on the trial chamber maps first, to find trial chambers reliantly. For this I needed a cartographer that I would have to trade glass and paper with. Focusing on the glass first, I started mining out the desert. Next, I needed a sugarcane farm, so I started on collecting materials. I then took down the old one since it was too small and wasn't producing enough. Next, I built two bigger modules in a chunk that I had previously mined out in another video. I now had all the materials to buy the maps, so I only needed the ominous keys. So I started construction on a big ominous bottle farm. I started by creating a storage and a killing system.
Artlist.io.
I then built the AFK spot, and started leveling the area to get the pillagers to spawn more efficiently.
Music licensing reimagined.
This took quite a while, but after AFKing the farm, I had quite a lot of ominous bottles. I then started construction on the last farm I had to build for this video, being the ominous trial key farm. In the process of this, I even started looting some vaults, getting my first mace as well. Now the mace is the most OP weapon in the game, and if a mob is dead, it most probably can't kill me, so this proves being quite useful in my mission. Now with having a quite efficient key farm, I could start grinding god apples. So I started farming god apples, which went quite quickly. God apple grinding was going wonderfully, until
Artlist.io.
Now I had just died, and there was only one way to get my stuff back. Since I had my spawn point in a far out village, I def reset it myself and then went back to base.
Music licensing reimagined.
On arrival to my base, I got myself some stuff and rushed over. On arrival, I had to be extremely careful of the wardens, since I did not want to die a second time and lose all my stuff. Again. Now I had no food and I could not sprint, so I was in a dire situation, but I needed to rescue my stuff, so I went in.
Music licensing reimagined.
All my stuff had despawned and I had to regrind it. This was the most demotivating part of the project, since I had already died a lot of times and I had to regrind all my stuff now. It felt like I was never gonna be immortal, but I cannot give up. So I resurfaced and headed back to my base.
Music licensing reimagined.
Now on the way I took a lot of damage, meaning I had to eat a god apple because I had no other food. But I used this to grind ancient debris with the fire resistance it equipped me with.
Artlist.io.
And after some time of grinding, I had all my ancient debris, so I started heading back to base. I then regrinded the rest of my stuff and put my stuff back to netherite. After that I started getting back to grinding god apples again, which went quite good. And even though I crashed out on a villager not giving me the right map, and then raiding his entire village, I was grinding a lot of god apples efficiently, nearing the 1 stack goal I had set for myself.
Music licensing reimagined.
And after some time, I finally got my last god apple. Then found a woodland mansion and I killed an evoker. But I did not take the totem, since it makes the game unfun to play and makes being immortal easy when you can just escape death. Now having every item I wanted, I still wanted to prepare some other things, including a dog army and a stasis chamber. Now a stasis chamber can teleport me from anywhere into the world to my base. And the wolf army can fight for me, doing insane damage to any opponent. And combining the two to the items I already had, I was immortal. But I still wanted a way to prove it, so I got myself an enemy. And I thought of the strongest mob in the game, the Warden. Now the Warden has a long-ranged and a short-ranged attack and deals crazy damage with both of them, so I had to be prepared. So I built a kit with everything I had grinded in this video. And after preparing enough, I was ready, so I started heading over. Now my wolf chamber had just failed, but I could still fight, so I fought the Warren.